Triton Nation, welcome to Grand Rapids, Michigan. We are here, Iowa Central Community College Triton Rugby taking on Davenport University in a highly anticipated matchup. We're going to get right to it here. Number 1 coming in, James Kua Ivi Nui. Number 2, Colin Butine. Number 3, Lane Prusner. Coming in number 4, Tavius Sikora Mathis. Number 5 is LaDon Mathis. Number 6 is Nathan Veal-Cox. Number 7, Philip Woodhouse. And suiting up at 8-man today, Dakota Southworth. Coming in for number 9 is Aiden Farrell. 10 is Hugo Minar. 11 is Xavier Ellis. Coming in number 12, Jaden Williams. Playing 13 and outside center, Herbert Evans. Starting for his debut at number 14, Oratile Molakegi. I apologize, I know I butchered that. And coming in at number 15 at fullback, Ray Kyle Taisagu. And here we go with the anthem.
Now, let's meet the starting lineups for both teams.
In just a minute.
First, for Iowa Central of Fort Dodge, Iowa, number 1 is the loosehead prop.
We're going to go back to our finishers. Number 16 will be Tony Robinson. 17 will be Elijah Valle. Number 18 will be Chris Standback. Number 22, Mike McDaniel. Number 23, Malik Thomas. Number 23, also Ray Nick. Number 24, Kobe Yosef. But wearing number 25 is Sam Tribe. And then, if permitted, a few more subs will be Chris Santos, John Gepner, and Javarius Burris. Head coach Brent Nelson, assistant coach Skeep Reed on the field out there as well today. Other assistant coach Chef Michael and Miguel Secor not able to make it today, but they are here in spirit, and I know they're going to be watching at home.
Inside center is number 12, Nathan Williams. Outside center, number 13, Herbert.
The in-stadium announcer is going through rosters currently, so we're going to be just a few minutes here before kickoff. Stay tuned.
The head coach for Iowa Central is Brent Nelson. He's assisted by Skip Reed, Dan Petefish, Michael Hurst, and Miguel Secor. Now, here are the starting lineups for your Panthers. Number 1 is the loosehead prop, Jalen Steedman. Number 2, the hooker, Matt Kelly. Tight head prop, number 3, Morris Purdy. Number 4 is a lock, Brandon Asbell. Number 5, a lock, Colin Turner. The blindside flanker is number 6, Alex Hell. The open side flanker is number 7, Josh McAdam. The number 8, Mark Armstrong. Scrum half, number 9, Sam Timmermans. Number 10 is the fly half, Matthew DeVillage. Number 11 is the left wing, Enrique Carmona Florentini. Number 12, the inside center, Brady Ehrlich. Number 13 is the outside center, that's Christian Vander Westhuizen. The right wing is number 14, Clayton Christ. And the fullback, number 15, Dominic Ramanpusa. The head coach for the Panthers is Dustin Steedman. He is assisted by Matt Findlay. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
At the twilight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long 5 months since contact and a long 12 months since, well, about 10 months since high-level match time here. And I gotta tell you what, the boys are craving this one.
Let's get it, IC.
Gonna be a great day for rugby out here. It's about 35-40, a little breezy, but if you've ever played, you know you're already out there sweating and hauling anyway, so this is about a little chillier than perfect, but perfect all the same. COVID restrictions in place. All these gentlemen on this field have tested. Within the last 24 hours, they all tested negative. Referee included in that, coaches included in that. 3 tests this week for every player out there. Protocols met, hoops jumped through, and it is time for kickoff. Iowa Central set to receive in this first half here. For those of you watching at home, the out is the white lines on the outer boundaries here. So back of the try zone as well as the sidelines is going to be the bright white lines. And then there are some darker gray lines out there that'll be the rest of the markings for this match. Deep in their own territory, I believe that was Hugo Mana, captain of the day. He took a boot right there to get into touch. It's going to be a line out to Davenport. They're going to be just inside the 10-meter line. Davenport appears to be running a 5-man line out today. Ball tapped backwards. Panthers retain possession. Big number 3. Full head of steam there, wrapped up by Colin Butine, and lost forward in the tackle. Tritons with the first scrum down. This is going to be a solid measure for both teams. Davenport was set to play Lindenwood last week. They did have a couple COVID issues there, so this, I believe, might be their first match of the season as well. Faza, Aiden Farrell getting that one back. Tritons succeed in their first line. Xavier Ellis losing that one on the outside, scooped up in the air. Diving over the ruck is the call. That's going to be a Triton penalty here. Hugo Menard with the boot. He's going to kick it right all the way to the back in the parking lot over the building. In the process, he's going to get about 15 meters for his Tritons. Time off here. Trying to go deep on the first one. Tavia Sikora Mathis taking that one, tapping it back. That was LaDon Mathis pulling it in. Philip Woodhouse met hard by a DU defender, spin off. Herbert Evans with his first carry. DU's line speed is quality today to start out this match. Clearing kick coming behind the 22. This one does stay in. And it's going to be a back 3 counter. Good chase out there. I believe that was Philip Woodhouse. No, that was Nathan Veal. I apologize. Nathan Veal coming for the tackle, but it is going to be a penalty against the Tritons. Panthers with the option. Thought about post for a moment there. There is a nice crosswind coming. He's going to kick south anyway. Instead. And DU line out inside the 22. Penalty against DU. Possibly obstruction, I believe is what was called. Off of PK, a penalty kick for touch. Ball stays in. It's going to be a deep ball from DU on the counter. Right into Ray Kyle. And it's going to be a penalty advantage for high tackle, thrown down by the head there. Trojans need to use the most of this one. Good line speed by the Panthers. No advantage gained. Penalty option. Let's see what they choose for an option here. Kick for touch, Hugo Menard. Better kick here. He's going to get about 30 out of this one. And it will be a line out to the Tritons after the kick for touch by Hugo Menard there. Colin Butine on the throw. A nice deep one there. And a drive coming. A big drive by the Tritons. Nathan Veal pulls it out the back. Ball secured. Lane Prusner getting that one. Shedding the first defender. Hugo Menard to Herbert Evans. Tavius with the carry there. Defender quickly in the back line there. Choice by Hugo to keep that one. Lane Prusner. James Kua Ivinui. Head of steam. Chopped down quick, though, right at the gain line. Jaden Williams getting chopped down. The gain, the defensive line speed for Davenport U is on point so far. Tavius looking for a little open room. He's got some nice clean out by James there. Ray Kyle getting chopped in half as the ball touches hands, loses it. Scooped up by the Panthers. Panthers charging within about 10 meters here. Triton's going to have to settle it down. They are knocking on the door for the Panthers. It's going to be, looks like stolen by the Tritons. Triton's going to try to dig out of this one. Kick for touch coming from the back of the try zone, quite literally. It's going to be a DU line out at the 20. We're about 8 minutes into this matchup. High-level rugby being played by both sides here. Nathan Veal getting up and getting in the, or I'm sorry, that was Philip Woodhouse. I apologize. That was Philip Woodhouse getting up in front of that one. causing a knock and then another knock. And it's going to be a scrum down. Triton's inside the 22 on this one. Probably anticipate a kick out. Ooh, big scrum by DU. Stolen. They're going to go weak side. Wing chopped off at the leg there by Oratile. Big man charging. He's got him knocking on the door again. Out wide to the fly.
Davenport try scored by number 5, Colin Turner.
Fly half for Davenport U. Dots one down at about 30 and a half left in the first. Just under 10 minutes into this one. Looked like he was going to center it, puts it down, gets smacked by Triton. Going to have a little scuffle, but nothing comes of it. Everything is good. Conversion attempt coming for DU. Fly half gets an opportunity to tack the 2 on for his own try.
Missouri's conversion attempt is good. It's the Panthers 7, Iowa Central no score.
7-0 is the tally. Iowa Central set to kick off here. A deep kick here. Counter kick coming from deep inside the 22. A big boot. And it's going to be a Iowa Central line out inside of DU's 50 here. A nice tap back there. Recouped by Lane Prusner. Gets it off to Aiden Farrell. Hugo Menard, the mishandle. Bunch of players in that ruck down. They're going to pick and go here for a little bit. James gaining some meters there. Hugo Menard looking for a gap. Lane Prusner. Davius getting that one out the back. Mishandled. Finds the deck. Ray Kyle scooping it up, and he's going to fight to retain possession here. Gets a few meters out of it after the scoop up. LaDon Mathis getting this one out the back. He's got it over to Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams going to get wrapped up by the flanker in the backfield. Nice open field tackle there by the open side flanker for DU. Lane Prusner lowers his shoulder, and good thing. He had a wrecking ball of a crew coming in to hit him. Hugo Menard kicking for touch again. Behind the 22 is going to be a line out right about the 22 to DU. Couple miscues in the hands, balls on the ground. DU taking advantage. Their defense has been precise today. Front ball missed. Tap backwards, but Tavius Sikora Mathis. He's going to grab that one up, and it's going to be a maul. It is not a maul. I apologize. He got his knees down for a tackle there. Hugh Menard gets this one out. Nathan Veal getting hit real hard right in the midsection there. And then the call was not releasing by the ball carrier, even with the tackler still laying on the ball on the player. I'm not sure. But it's going to be a penalty against Iowa Central nonetheless. And it looks like an attempt at points here.
Drop kick attempt by Matthew DeVillers.
Inside the 20 and a shade left to center.
Score is now Panthers 10, Iowa Central no score.
And that will be a 3 points added to the total. 10-0, 15 minutes into this matchup. A deep center ball here. Open field tackle by Chuck, Dakota Southworth, Chuck. Clearing kick, stays in, center field. Hugo Menard recoups that one. He's got Ray Kyle to his left. Still behind the 22, he's going to kick a deep one. Kick finds touch well. And Davenport with a line out just outside the 10-meter mark. Ball finds wind. And a hand knocked forward. Scrum down awarded to Iowa Central. Scrum one by Iowa Central there. Hugo Menard with it, gets it to Jaden Williams. Chopped out the leg, but falls forward for meters. They're up. And it's going to be lost forward in the tackle there. James K, who just lost, has secured that one nicely and got forward for a few meters. Little 8-man tight head prop tussle, but everything is good. Back to the action. Speaking of tight head prop, Lane Prusner charging steady. It's going to take a few to get him down almost every time. It's going to be time off here for a moment. Player down on the far side of the field. But he is in the field to play. Looks like they're wrapping up an ankle. Tapes up the ankle. He's going to stay in. It's been a long, cold winter and a long time since rugby has been played. This kid's not going to walk off 18 minutes into it because of an ankle. He's got 2 of those. He's just going to use the other. Scrum put to Iowa Central after no advantage gain there. Hugo Menard gets this one out to Jaden Williams. He's going to get to Herbert Evans. He's going to get hit right away. There was a call back here, penalty for a high tackle, I believe it was high tackle. He grabbed towards his shoulder there. Narrowly kept in by DU, but the kick does find touch. And it's going to be a line out to the Tritons. Deep in DU territory here. Opportunities like this have been few for the Tritons so far. They're going to need to make the most of it. A deep ball just over the hand of the Davenport player. Maul coming by the Tritons. Maul stalled. Aiden Farrell gets this one out to Hugo Menard, who finds a lane. That speed was going to bite him. Herbert Evans, he's diving in. It is try time, Triton. Herbert Evans gets it down.
Number 13, Herbert Evans, with the try for Iowa Central.
That line speed has been very fast for DU today, and it had to be exploited at some point. Hugo Menard found the spot. Fly half for fly half. They're trading tries today. He's got a chance to square up the kicking as well. 7-10 on the line if this conversion is successful. Through the top, flags are up, 7-10 tally.
The score now is Davenport 10, Iowa Central 7.
About 21 into this. I want to point out that unfortunately something happened on that last play there, and the 8-man for DU is being helped off the back of the try zone. So there's a sub on for Davenport at 8-man. Deep wide kick from Davenport. Lost backwards by LaDon Mathis. He gathers it. He's going to scramble a little bit for a few meters there. Hugo Menard with a high ball, looking for touch, stays in. Triton's not very good on the chase there, and Davenport is knocking on the 22 again for the Tritons. A heads-up play there. A little dispute over the call. There was a penalty. Fast tap by DU. Scrum half goes quick. And he had a free lane sliding into the try zone. A quick answer from the Panthers. I believe the call was not releasing in the ruck by the Tritons.
Try scored by number 9, Sam Timmermans. The Bears with the conversion attempt.
2 for 2 on the day. 3 for 3 with the tap over. And just like that, it's another 10-point lead for the Panthers.
Score now, the Panthers 17, the Tritons 7.
Deep center sidewinder in the hands of the fly half. He's going to give it to a big boy to run forward, headstrong. And they do just that. Nice run there by the lock for DU. Iowa Central's got to get these first wrap tackles down. Kick over the top. It's going to be ran down by Ray Kyle Taisagu. He's going to kick it. And that ball's going to stay in. He was looking for touch because he was behind the 22. Number 14, Dickpin, dodging, ducking, diving. And Davenport is going to dot down another try. If the Tritons don't tighten up, this is going to be a runaway in a hurry. And another successful kick for the fly half. 4 for 4 on the day for him. 1 worth 3 and 3 worth 2.
Hero's conversion is good. And the score moves to Davenport 24, Iowa Central 7.
Iowa Central is going to need to take a deep breath here. Forget about what happened and start playing their game again. They were just catching pace. And 2 quick tries by Davenport. Time off, real quick here. Ref's whistle. I don't know if he got some turf in it or the ball went away, or I'm not sure what happened. But he's running to grab a new whistle, and we're going to take a few break here. Little time for the boys on both sides to have a little chit-chat. It's always going to be the forwards. You know it is. They are the friendliest bunch on the field. Time off, though. Just a recap. Davenport scores a try. Davenport scores a PK, 10-0. Herbert Evans, Hugo Menard, they link up for a nice try. Make it 10-7. Davenport answers immediately and then again. And we are sitting at 24-7. Time back on. 15 left in the first half. Another high center kick. Almost taken well in the air. Dropped out of the hands. And we're going to have diving over the ruck by the Davenport U hooker. And a quick tap and go by Faz. Gets it out to Hugo Menard. Gets it to Jaden Williams. Ball's out wide. We got Ray Kyle in the channel. He's got some help out there. This one's going to get settled in. Hugo Menard gets a wide one to Lane Prusner. Gets a nice offload to James Kua Evie Nui. He gives it out to Philip Woodhouse. Philip Woodhouse is going to settle this one in. Xavier Ellis and Chuck over to Ruck. And a nice spread of field here. Lane Prusner. A big hit by the inside center for DU on the tight head prop there. Bit of a hanging ball there. Left him out to dry. Kick coming. Going to be a weird knuckle. It's going to have a bounce on it. Xavier Ellis catching it. He's going to step out. Get that one settled. Lane Prusner taking that one. A nice kick from Hugo Menard. This is staying in. Retrieved well out of the air, though. I believe that was a fullback for DU. Missed tackles is going to be the storyline of today. at least for the first half. Iowa Central needs to tighten up, going too high on some strong runners. They've got numbers outside. They're going to keep it in. It's fullback has hands right now. A nice tackle by Xavier Ellis. He's going to cause the ball to hit the ground, but scooped up well by the flank. And the flank has a head of steam. Another ball on the ground here. Even the knock is called. Davenport had a head of his steam there. A couple errors. He's going to give the balls back to the Tritons. Strong scrum. This ball is going to go out to Jaden Williams. He's going to crash straight ahead. Out to the weak side. Lane Prusner's out there. Xavier Ellis off to the races. Big wrap up by the 11 and thrown into touch by the tight head prop, who's got a lot to say after a hit there. It will be a line out to DU. Solid line out by DU. A step back to the inside channel. James K is going to get a hand on it. He's going to hit the deck. Settled in for DU. Lane Prusner on the outside. Xavier Ellis staying in and taking the hit. Not releasing the ball is going to be the call. Penalty awarded to the Tritons. And a quick go here by Hugo Minar. He's going to find some space on the outside. Nathan Veal gets it to Colin Butine. Butine straight ahead, wrapped up and tackled well by the 12. Number 12 for DU is making some big hits on big men out here. James K takes the inside lane. Almost lost, but good to hang on to that one. Scooped up by Xavier Ellis. He's going to need to stay in. He's going to need to settle this one. And drug out of bounds again on the outside. But there was appears to be a penalty advantage. Hugo Menard with the boot to touch. And by touch, I mean the forest. We're going to need to find a ball. Line out Tritons. Line out one well by the Tritons. Come again. He's perfect. Not entirely sure what happened there. I saw Tritons players being picked up and carried backwards 10 meters, and then a guy running with the ball and scores a try under the post. So it's going to be 5 more for the Panthers here after whatever that was.
The goalie's on for the conversion attempt.
Conversion successful.
Conversion is good. 31-7. DU on top.
A high short one, taken well in the air by number 6 for Davenport. Not releasing the ball. James K in there for the poach attempt. Ball into touch. It's going to be a scrum down to Davenport, I believe. An unders line coming from a mile away. Kick over the top. He's got an open lane if he can beat the race. Xavier Ellis on top of him. And Davenport U knocking on the door again here before half. LaDon Mathis made contact but couldn't make a tackle. And it's going to be try time.
A Panther try scored by number 19, David Abease.
We're discussing the try, whether it's awarded or not, it looks like, by the referee and the sideline judge. We're going to see what the call is. And try awarded indeed. Hey, Nelson. Was he at the back of the scrum when that ball came out? Because if so, he was way offsides to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm more worried about how we're soft right now.
You're not wrong.
Conversion attempt is good.
Ice in the veins for the fly half there. He is 6 for 6 on the day. 5 conversions and a PK. High ball. This one should be able to get under. Philip Woodhouse there causing some trouble. Tavius scooping it up. And the open side flank for DU making a nice open field tackle. We're going to go back to the offsides advantage that was called. Oh. I apologize. We are not going back to an offsides penalty advantage. We're going back to a knock-on advantage from the air, from the when the ball was lost forward in the air off the kickoff. If that doesn't attest to the defensive line speed of Davenport right now, that the ended up about 60 meters backwards. A nice line play there. Davenport did sniff it out after about 5 meters, though. Hugo Menard put a ball on the ground all the way through, and a missed tackle is going to create a huge opportunity for Davenport again. Herbert Evans called for coming in from the side there. And the mental mistakes continue for the Tritons. It's going to be a line out, favorably marked, for DU deep in Triton territory. Tap back for DU, and they're off to the charges again. Big number 3 running hard. Colin Butine with the first wrap. Nice play by the prop, able to get the offload out there. Tavius thought that ball was out. Sir said definitely not. Lucky not to get anything more than just a straight arm there. And Davenport elects to go for a scrum. Ball kick clear out the back. Tritons come up. Big number 12 there. Ball stripped by James I apologize. James K. Kua Evie Nui. He gets it out to Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis running back inside, keeping it in. Miscommunication there. Time has been off on the clock for a while, but the Sir keeps proper time. So it's going to be a line out to Davenport inside, deep inside Triton territory again. They're going to get it out wide. Number 13 chopped down at the leg there. Penalty awarded to the Tritons. I'm going to guess not releasing the tackle. Or not releasing the ball after the tackle. And a kick into touch. Time off, 38-7 at half here.
We've reached the end of the half with the score. Your Panthers 38 and the Titans of Iowa Central 7.
Yeah, the lack of tackling on first contact, the ball on the ground. I don't know what else to say. That's a wrap. That's your recap for the first half. We'll be back when they're back. On the battery? Yeah. Kill it. No, I'll kill it. Ladies and gentlemen, after we'll call it a fresh start in the second half here, 38-7, starting out. Iowa Central set to kick off the DU here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 40 on the clock, blood in the veins, and here we go. A deep kick, retrieved well by the fullback. He's going to counter kick. That counter kick finds touch just outside the 40. Colin Butine with the throw. A couple subs at halftime. By a couple, I actually mean one. And we have Tony Robinson coming on for Oratile. Big number 3 picking up where he left off. Head of seam, head forward. 15 meters for him there on the carry. Lane Prusner finding the ankles of the hooker. Kick over the top. Fought in the air, retrieved well by number 11 for DU, and it's going to go into touch. Big break there because the offload to the inside, to the outside center came, and he was tasting another try. Over the top into the hands of Lane Prusner. It's going to be called not straight, though. And it will be an option to DU, and they are going to take the scrum down. Scrum down DU about 10 meters out. Herbert Evans making the wrap there off the pick and go. 13 going to the short side, looking for a gap. Solid defense there. Nathan Veal with the tackle. Chuck getting that one. Big counter ruck. Hands in the ruck against DU, trying to place it again after ball was set. And it's going to be a penalty to the Tritons. A chance to clear out of territory here. Hugo Mana punted out close to the 40. That ball might be gone for good. I'm not sure where that landed. Bounced off the roof here. Pass deflected well. but it was knocked forward on the deflection. I believe the Tritons are going to have an option here, and they are going to choose scrum. Ball in the hands of Hugo Menard, gets it out to Tony Robinson, who's looking for a lane. Finds two defenders, takes them both to the ground with him. Hugo Menard with the kick. Retrieved well by the fullback. He's going to chip over the top. Back into the hands of Tony Robinson. He's going to make the tackle as well. Hugo Menard with the step. He's got a little bit of a lane. He's going to break free just a bit here. He's got a little bit of help. He gets it out there to Nathan Veal-Cox, who's in pursuit. And the Tritons are charging. Everything's starting to click a little bit here. As I say, that ball goes a little backwards, but ball secured back to Atavius. Getting chopped down big there. Retaining ball, ruck set. Hugo Menard the kick up and over. Tony Robinson there to get it. He's off to the races. Retrieved well, played well. Try time, Tony Robinson. Iowa Central putting some scores on the board here. And this just feels like a different team in the second half.
Iowa Central try scored by number 16, Tony Robinson.
Hey, Tony, turn me up, boy. Turn me up. What I'm talking about.
Tony Robinson getting a chance to come in the second half at the start. Had a nice play to the outside, ran down a kick back from the fullback, had a nice play and then chased down the kick there and got the try in. Making waves in the first 6 minutes here.
Conversion attempt by number 10, Hugo Menard of the Titans.
Plenty of pace, a little off target though. We're looking at 38-12 here for the tally.
Iowa Central 12.
A deep kick, gets that ball out the back to Hugo Menard. Hugo Menard looking for some sort of space. He gets an offload out to Colin Butine, who tries to get it out to Philip Woodhouse, and it's going to be advantage Tritons right now off the knock. Hugo Menard gets a cross or a kick downfield. I thought it was going to be cross. It stayed a little center. Scooped well by the 10. Ball lost forward and retrieved by the Tritons by the fullback there. A wide pass out to Xavier Ellis. He's going to put a stiff arm on. He's going to get some meters for the Tritons. This one's out to Woodhouse. Gets it out to Menard. Gets it out to Veal-Cox. And Veal-Cox is going to get wrapped up 10 meters deep than the gain line. Jaden Williams attempting to kick through there. It's going to bounce off a Davenport player, fall forward, and retrieved by a Davenport. So that's going to be a penalty to the Tritons now for the offsides and the retrieval.
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up.
Hugo Menard with the kick to touch with the wind. And that one is going to be a beauty. That's going to be close to the 5-meter line.
I like that, Hugo. I like that.
Keep playing rugby. Let's go, boys. Cullen Butine's going to be fighting some wind here on the throw. A nice line just over the hands of Tavius, but scooped up well by LaDon Mathis. Offloads it to Nathan Veal. Jaden Williams coming in on the back unders line. He's going to be met well by a DU defender, but not before he gains about 10. Aiden Farrell gets this one out. It's the Nathan Veal Cox into the hands of Lane Prusner. Lane Prusner charging ahead. That's number 12, making a big tackle for DU again, though. James Kua Ivinui taking that one in. Philip Woodhouse going back. Strong D line here by Davenport. Hugo Menard dummies to the inside, gets wrapped up. LaDon Mathis running straight up and down. He's going to get tackled like he was running straight up and down. Penalty awarded to the Tritons here. We'll see what the call is. Might be a scrum. Ball pops out the back quick. Aiden Farrell does what he can to get it back to Hugo Menard. Gets it out to Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis, two-man chop down. And a big counter ruck by DU. They're going to take possession here. Davenport hasn't been on offense too much here in this second half. They're going to do their own version of a pick and go. Looks like a clearing kick coming. The wind grabs it in the air. This one's going to find the ground and bounce back for Davenport. Big tackle there by Malik Thomas, who just freshly subbed on for James Kua Ivinui. It's going to be a knock by the Tritons. Scrum down awarded to DU.
Pick up, watch, pick up.
Solid scrum there. Ball falls down out of the hands backwards. And they're going to call that actually forward on the drop. My apologies there. That is going to be a Iowa Central scrum down. Looks like Chris Stanback coming in for Jaden Williams. Faza gets this one out to Ray Kyle, who gets it out the back to Hugo Menard. Looks for the option inside, takes the option outside. Chris Stanback, first touch, is going to be lost forward, and Davenport's going to retain it deep. Not too deep, just on the inside of Triton territory. Offload out, in contact there. Well, we got a little gentleman's conversation in the center of the field here. Got a lot of pent-up aggression, haven't been able to play rugby. COVID's got everybody down. Boys letting off a little bit of steam. Everybody's okay. Nothing too violent. We ought to get back to playing rugby here soon, though. Sir's going to have a discussion with the captains. Been in the middle of a couple of those discussions. They're pretty much saying, hey, don't be a jerk. Play some rugby. Have some fun. We can call it now or we can call it at the end of 80. Going to be about 14 minutes into this matchup when time resumes here. Okay, time back on. My guess is we're probably about 15 minutes in. The clock kept running for this one. So the clock on the field is not going to be accurate if you catch a glimpse of it. Davenport with scrum. Out the back and out wide. That's number 13 on a run. Going to get that one settled in. That was the kick through, scooped up eventually by the fly half for the Tritons. That was Hugo Mana. I'm sorry, that was Chris Stanback scooping that one up. But looks like ball was lost at some point, and Davenport is a couple meters from try time. I imagine they're probably going to pick and go a few times from here and see what they could do with it. And what they could do is lose the ball backwards. Or I apologize, lose the ball forwards out the back of the try zone. Good choice on Nathan Veal there to just look at that one, sail past the line instead of touching it. Was a bit of a floater. We're going to go with the 5-meter scrum to the Tritons. A little. Standing up in the center. That scrum was drove up by the tight head, not controlling it, called on the loose head for the Tritons. And now Davenport's going to choose a scrum of their own at the 5-meter off the penalty option. Wisconsin boy and my neighbor, Ray Nick, he's going to step in here. Colin Butine taking a break. And that is at the hooker position. Ball kicked out of the back there. Scooped up by the scrum half. Hard step by the fly half. Missed tackle there by Faza, and fly half try for Iowa Central.
Panther try scored by number 10, Matthew DeVillis.
Nelson. Never mind.
DeVillis' conversion attempt is good. And now the score moves to Davenport 45, Iowa Central 12.
Let's get it, Paulie D. Turn me up.
Put him on fullback. I like it. I like the moves. I like the moves. Let's go. Deep ball by Hugo Menard. Cheered well by the fullback. He's going to give it to a forward. They're going to charge this one in. Sam Tribe getting a wrap up there. He's in the game now. We got a few substitutions in this game. Sam Tribe being one of them. Elijah Valle coming in for Chris Stanback. Stanback was playing 13. Valle's actually coming in to play scrum half. Aiden Farrell switching back to fullback, and Ray Kyle Taisagu is moving up into the 13 slot. Lots of adjustments here. See if the Tritons can settle this one and figure it out. A brilliant play there by Herbert Evans. Ball pops out of the back of the ruck, dives over it, and then gets it taken right out of his hands and back into the hands of Davenport U. Offloading contact there. LaDon Mathis getting stiff-armed in a big way there. Ball lost forward, says the sir. Scrum down Tritons. And in those substitutions with Sam Tribe coming in, that's Lane Prusner jumping back to 8-man. Through the hands of Aiden Farrell. A little bit of a violent tackle there. Tony Robinson finds the dirt pretty bad. Quick tap and go, says no, says the sir with the discussion. He did stop the time there. With Colin Butine stepping out, Philip Woodhouse on the throw. His first one finds the mark, but Tavius Sakaramatha wasn't able to handle that one in the air. Malik Thomas and Lane Prusner in on that one. A kick through by the fly half. Found some space, scooped up by Aiden Farrell at fullback. Elijah Valle looking just to retain possession here. Hugh Menard with his own little tap through right into the hands of a Davenport player, but wrapped up quickly by the Tritons. Malik Thomas getting low on that tackle, chopping down the tree. Same with Lane Prusner there. Looking like deforestation right now. Trees getting chopped down everywhere. Turn over, Triton ball. Hugo Menard almost found another gap there to. Big counter ruck coming. A smart play by Herbert Evans to scoop that before he got thrown back. Into the hands of Aiden Farrell, into the hands of Herbert Evans, who does something that moves the ball forward and creates a huge lane for the fly half to go in and put 5 more on the board for Davenport.
Find your structure! Panther try scored by number 10, Matthew DeVillers. DeVillers' conversion attempt is good. Score now, Davenport 52, Iowa Central 12.
And with that, Davenport crosses into 10-try territory. Fly half, not sure his name, but he's perfect on the day. He's 10 for 10 on conversions. Oh, no, I apologize. I think he's 9 for 10 on conversions, actually. And a PK in there. 52-12. Tony Robinson working a 4-on-1 on the outside. Does well to keep the ball carriers in front of him. Forward pass is going to be the call here, though. Davenport is countering very well. Iowa Central's not making the adjustments they need to. Tony Robinson crossing the field here. About a half-second late on that pass. And a half-second late on the ruck. We're going to see what the call is here. Whistle blown. It might be player down. And that's going to be a big loss for the Tritons. That looks like Tony Robinson on the deck. He's up, walking around a bit. We're going to see if he's good to stay in or not. He's talking to Nelson. It looks like as precautionary, just to prevent any potential further damage, he's probably going to come out of this match. He was quite the spark plug while he's in there, though. And it's going to be Santos. Santos coming in at wing. My guess for those watching at home, we probably got about 12 to 13 left in this matchup. I'm not 100% sure, to be completely honest, as the field clock is not in tune with the referee's watch. But we're back to the action here. Put by DU on a scrum. A big push from the Tritons. And an 8-man pick with an offload to the fly half, who's having a career day. Can't win for losing right now by the looks of it.
Scored by number 10, Matthew DeVillers.
Huge scrum by the Tritons. 8-man picks it in an emergency state, finds a lane, gets the offload out to the fly half scores. Fly half gets conversion. Words I feel I have said too many times today, but he is on a tear. 59-12 is what we're sitting at. Maybe 10 to 11 left in this matchup. Philip Woodhouse on the chase, makes first contact, slows down the ball carrier. Davenport U just outside their 22 now. Fly half off to the races again. Xavier Ellis getting in the way of that one. And a huge counter ruck by DU. Ball's going to be picked up. Another 50-50 pass there by DU taken away. I'm not entirely sure who that was. Hugo Menard looking for a lane. Gets wrapped up by the lock, and he's probably going to get called for not releasing the ball here. Penalty against the Tritons. Let's see what the... Probably going to kick for touch. Quite a steep angle from here. Kick for touch indeed. A victory at this point would be not letting in a try for the Tritons. They're going to need to band together here to get that done. Ball over the top. Dakota Southworth on the hunt from the back. Gets the tackle. Tritons need to hold strong here. Big chop down there by Malik Thomas. Penalty awarded to the Tritons on the poach attempt. Not releasing, says the sir, for the ball carrier. A lot of wind on this one. We're going to need a good chase. There's a good chance this doesn't find touch. And I eat my words as Hugo Menard puts a beauty of a kick in. Philip Woodhouse on the throw. Straight to the chest of Dakota Southworth. Deep pass into the hands of Lane Pruser, lost forward, and then lost forward again. And it is going to be a scrum down to DU. Fly half for DU, dotting one in for his boys. Panthers break 60.
Panther try scored by number 15, Dominic Lemoncusa.
He's had quite a day for himself as well. He doesn't have too much on the point scoring section of the day, but his play has set up a lot of his teammates.
Now DU 66, Titans 12.
66-12 is the tally we have. We'll see how much more time the sir says. Fullback receives, 19 gets the offload. Runs it out past the 22. And that's going to be the end of the game here. 66-12 is the final tally. A lot to learn on. We're going to call it a lot to learn on. I'm Dan Pete Fish. John Gebner did a great job on the camera for us today. And we are out of here. Thanks for tuning in.